Right now, the situation is getting more serious, and inside the army space, there is growing tension that many people are beginning to notice step by step. What is coming out is creating questions, and it is also making many people inside the system uncomfortable because of what it may mean going forward. So what is happening is this. There is now strong focus on a retired General Sigauke, and the information connected to him is raising concerns because it is pointing to a possible private understanding between President Emerson Mnangagwa, known as ED, and Vice President Constantino Chiwenga. This is not something small, and that is why the reaction is spreading quietly but strongly. Make sure you like this video and subscribe right now, because I will keep explaining everything in a simple and clear way so you don't miss anything important. Now, inside the army barracks, discipline and order are very important. Soldiers depend on clear leadership and direction. But when information like this begins to come out, it starts to affect how people think. Some begin to ask questions quietly, trying to understand what is really going on behind the scenes. Because when you hear about a possible agreement between two top leaders, the first question that comes is simple. What kind of agreement is this? And why was it not made open? This is where the tension begins. And you should understand this clearly. The relationship between ED and Chiwenga is not like ordinary political relationships. It is deeper than that because it is connected to history, to leadership change, and also to the structure of power itself. So anything that touches that relationship becomes very sensitive. Tap the like button and subscribe because this kind of update you don't want to miss. Now, when a retired general is linked to exposing something like this, it carries weight. Even though he is retired, his voice still has influence. People still listen. People still connect his words to what may be happening inside. So when such a figure brings out information, it does not just pass like normal talk. It stays, it spreads, it makes people think more deeply. And inside the barracks, that thinking can slowly turn into concern because soldiers begin to wonder, is leadership united fully or are there private arrangements shaping the future? Is there already a plan that not everyone knows about? These are the kind of quiet questions that create pressure. Make sure you subscribe and like this video as we continue. Now let us go deeper so you understand everything well. There has always been careful observation around leadership direction. People have always watched closely to see how decisions are made, who is gaining influence, and what the future may look like. So when something like a secret agreement comes into the picture, it quickly connects to all those past observations. It begins to form a bigger picture in people's minds. Some begin to believe that maybe this agreement is about maintaining balance. Others may think it is about planning ahead for leadership changes. And some may feel it is about avoiding internal conflict. But the truth is, when information is not clear, different interpretations will always come. And that alone is enough to create tension. Like this video and subscribe if you are following closely. Now, another important point is how silence plays a role. When situations like this happen, leaders may choose to stay quiet for some time. But silence can sometimes make people think even more. Instead of calming the situation, it can increase curiosity. People begin to read into actions, movements, and even small changes. That is exactly what is happening now. Inside the system, people are watching carefully. Outside, people are also paying attention. And that attention is growing. Now let us talk about the effect on unity. Unity is very important at the top level. When there is a strong image of unity, it gives confidence across all levels. But when there are signs, even small ones, that suggest something is not fully clear, it can affect that confidence. This is why this situation matters. Because it is not just about one statement or one person. It is about what it represents. Tap the like button and subscribe right now so you don't miss the next part. Now, inside the army environment, stability is everything. Any sign of uncertainty is taken seriously. And when discussions begin to involve top leadership arrangements, it becomes even more sensitive. So what we are seeing is not open conflict, but a quiet build-up of concern. And sometimes, quiet tension is more powerful than loud tension because it grows slowly, Now, let me explain another angle so you understand fully. Retired officials sometimes speak more freely than those still in active positions. This means they can bring out ideas or information that may not come out from official channels. And when they do, it can shape how people understand the situation. That is why the involvement of a retired general in this kind of matter is important. It adds another layer. Like this video and subscribe, because we are breaking everything down in a simple way. Now, looking forward, there are a few things that may happen. There may be more internal meetings to manage the situation. There may be efforts to show unity more strongly in public. There may also be controlled communication to guide how people understand what is happening. These are normal steps in situations like this. But at the same time, if more information continues to come out, it can keep the discussion alive. And when a discussion stays alive, it continues to influence how people think. Now let us bring everything together clearly. There is rising attention around a possible private understanding between ED and VP Chiwenga. A retired general is linked to bringing out this information. And inside the army space, this is creating quiet concern and questions. That is the full picture right now. Make sure you like this video and subscribe, because more updates will come. Now, think about this carefully. When leadership matters begin to mix with institutional confidence, it becomes something that must be handled carefully, because the impact is not just at the top, it reaches different levels slowly. That is why situations like this are always watched closely, and that is why you should stay informed. I will keep bringing you clear and simple explanations like this.